Hey everyone, and welcome back. Get ready, because today we're diving headfirst into the latest and greatest AI developments. And wow, things are moving fast. We've got a mountain of sources to unpack today. Newsletters for developers, research paper summaries, product announcements, you name it. Oh, and there's even a cool Python coding tip I think you'll like.
It really is amazing, just the sheer volume of activity in the AI world right now. But what I find really fascinating is how these advancements are impacting so many different fields: healthcare, finance, entertainment, education. It seems like AI is everywhere, and it's not just about making things a little bit better anymore. We're seeing fundamental shifts in what's possible.
I totally agree. So our mission today is to help you quickly grasp these breakthroughs, and maybe more importantly, to help you understand how they might affect you. So let's jump right in with the one that's got everyone talking. OpenAI. They just kicked off their 12 Days of OpenAI event. And day one brought a huge surprise. The full release of their O1 model. Remember that preview version that everyone was buzzing about?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, it's officially out of beta and ready to roll in ChatGPT.
This is a big deal in terms of accuracy and capability. OpenAI is reporting 34% fewer errors compared to the preview version, which is huge. But what really makes O1 stand out is its multimodal capability. It can now analyze images, things like charts, diagrams, even photos with annotations.
Wait, hold on. It can understand images now. That's massive. I mean, imagine uploading a complex scientific diagram and asking the AI to explain it, or feeding it a data visualization and getting instant insights.
Exactly.
The possibilities are incredible.
And if that wasn't enough, O1 is also faster and more concise in its responses, which is a huge win for anyone using it for coding, data analysis, or even just casual research. But wait, there's more. OpenAI also announced ChatGPT Pro, a subscription tier for users with really demanding needs.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What's so special about this Pro version? Is it just faster processing speeds?
Oh, it's much more than that. ChatGPT Pro, priced at $200 per month, gives you unlimited access to the most powerful AI models available, including O1, GPT-4o, O1 Mini, and advanced voice tools. But the real gem is something called O1 Pro Mode.
Pro mode? Sounds exclusive. What kind of superpowers does that unlock?
Think of it this way. O1 Pro Mode is like giving your AI a massive brain upgrade. It features a 128K context window, which means it can now read and understand a document hundreds of pages long, all at once, instead of just a few paragraphs at a time. Plus, it excels at those really tough problems that often stump AI: complex math, intricate coding challenges, even high-level scientific concepts.
That's incredible. So if I'm working on some groundbreaking research or building a really complex app, ChatGPT Pro could be my secret weapon.
Exactly. And they've even added a progress bar and notifications for those times when O1 Pro is really crunching on a complex problem, so you can see what's happening behind the scenes. But OpenAI isn't the only one making waves in the AI world. Let's look at some industry trends and see how companies are integrating AI into their products and services.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Well, we've got some fascinating insights from Assembly AI's 2024 AI Insights report, which focuses on the rising influence of speech technologies on product development.
Speech tech, like voice assistants and things like that. I use those all the time. What's the report saying about them?
This report is a goldmine of information if you're curious about how AI is being used in real-world scenarios. It highlights the major trends driving AI adoption and offers guidance on when it makes sense to build your own AI solutions versus buying them off the shelf. And you know how everyone's talking about APIs?
Yeah, they seem to be everywhere these days.
Well, this report explains how APIs are making AI development more efficient and scalable, which is essential for companies looking to integrate AI into their products. But perhaps the most relevant insight for you is the growing importance of speech recognition and multimodal AI.
Multimodal AI, that's where different technologies like speech and image recognition combine, right?
Precisely. And the report suggests that these technologies are going to play an increasingly critical role in shaping how we interact with technology in the future.
You know, speaking of interacting with technology, I spend a huge chunk of my day in my web browser. So this next bit really caught my eye. Microsoft just released something called Copilot Vision for Edge Browser Pro users.
This is a prime example of how AI is becoming seamlessly integrated into the tools we use every day. Copilot Vision essentially gives you real-time insights directly within web pages.
So let's say I'm reading a news article. Could Copilot Vision pull up relevant background information or offer different perspectives on the topic?
Absolutely. It can even summarize key points or help you fact-check information. which is pretty amazing. Think about how that could change the way we consume and process information online.
Wow, that's incredibly powerful. It feels like we're moving towards a future where AI is going to be embedded in every aspect of our digital lives. But it's not just Microsoft making moves in the AI space. Google has also been busy, right?
Well, they certainly have. Speaking of open source advancements, they just unveiled PaliGemma 2, which is an open source vision language model, or VLM for short. It's basically a souped-up version of its predecessor, with some impressive new tricks up its sleeve.
Okay, so we've got O1, which can understand images, and now PaliGemma 2, another vision language model. What makes this one special?
PaliGemma 2 boasts improved vision capabilities, meaning it can see images with greater accuracy. But what's really exciting is its ability to generate long captions. This means it can not only understand the content of an image, but also describe it in detail and provide context.
Think about the possibilities for accessibility. Imagine image descriptions that are actually helpful and informative, not just a few basic keywords.
You're absolutely right.
That could be a game changer for people with visual impairments.
And it's not just Google focusing on multimodal advancements. Microsoft Research has also jumped into the ring with Florence-VL, an open source set of multimodal large language models, or MLLMs for short.
Okay, so we've got VLMs and now MLLMs. I'm starting to feel like I need a glossary to keep up with all these acronyms.
Don't worry. It's all about understanding how these different models are pushing the boundaries of AI. Florence-VL builds upon the strengths of Florence 2, known for its powerful visual understanding capabilities. By integrating these visual features, Florence-VL is demonstrating some real breakthroughs in tasks that require both visual and language processing, things like visual question answering, optical character recognition, and even tasks related to perception.
It's like they're giving these AI models a whole new way to perceive and understand the world, which opens up some incredibly exciting possibilities for research and application.
Exactly. And the innovations don't stop there. If you're a Python developer, you'll appreciate this next bit. Pydantic, the company behind the popular Python data validation library, just announced a brand new AI agent framework.
Pydantic. Yeah, I've used their library before. It's great for making sure my data is clean and consistent. What's this AI agent framework all about? Does it help with data validation too?
It's more about streamlining the development of production-grade Python applications. This framework is designed to simplify the process of integrating AI capabilities into your existing software systems. Imagine being able to easily add features like natural language understanding, image recognition, or even intelligent automation to your Python projects.
That sounds incredibly useful, especially as AI becomes more integral to software development. It's like Pydantic is giving developers a set of power tools to build the next generation of AI-powered applications.
Precisely. And is all part of a larger trend we're seeing across the AI landscape, making AI more accessible and easier to work with, regardless of your technical expertise.
This is all really exciting stuff, but while we're celebrating all this innovation, it's also important to consider the bigger picture, right? What about the competitive landscape in the AI industry? Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, made some interesting comments recently about companies that are backing OpenAI's competitors.
Right.
What did you think about that?
Well, Altman suggested that companies supporting OpenAI's rivals might lose access to some of the groundbreaking research findings coming out of OpenAI. This has sparked a lot of discussion about how the AI industry will evolve and who will have access to the most advanced technologies.
It definitely adds another layer of complexity to the already fast-paced world of AI. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the coming months and years, but for now, let's dive into some of the more technical aspects of AI advancements. We came across a research paper that really digs into the impact of prompt engineering on the performance of large language models, or LLMs for short.
Ah, yes, prompt engineering.
Exactly.
It's all about crafting effective prompts or instructions to guide the AI toward the desired outcome. This research specifically looked at how different prompt templates, things like plain text, Markdown, JSON, and YAML, can affect the performance of LLMs on tasks like reasoning, code generation, and translation.
So it's not just about what you ask the AI, but how you ask it.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
And the research found that the structure of the prompt can actually make a huge difference in the AI's performance. They saw variations of up to 40%, especially when it came to code translation. This was particularly noticeable with GPT 3.5 Turbo.
Wow, 40%. That's significant. So even if you're using a powerful LLM, you still need to know how to communicate with it effectively to get the best results.
Absolutely. It's like learning a new language, the language of AI. While GPT-4 seems to be less sensitive to these structural changes, This research highlights the importance of carefully crafting your prompts to get the most out of these powerful models.
It's a good reminder that even with all these advancements, AI still needs a bit of human guidance to perform at its best. But speaking of AI performing at its best, let's move on to some exciting breakthroughs in video understanding. We found another research paper that tackles the challenge of training video models on much longer sequences, up to 128 frames to be exact.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of frames.
It is.
Most current video models struggle to process those longer sequences due to memory and computational constraints. It's like trying to watch a movie through a tiny keyhole. You can only see a small part of the story at a time.
So how did the researchers overcome this limitation? Did they create some superpowered computer?
Well, the researchers at Google developed a clutter method that uses an adaptive decoder masking approach. Think of it like this. The model can now focus on the most important parts of the video, kind of like speed reading through a long document to get the gist of it. This allows it to handle longer video segments without getting bogged down by unnecessary details.
That's a really clever solution. So what does this mean for video understanding? Can AI now understand entire movies?
It's certainly a step in that direction. This approach outperforms existing models on tasks like verb classification in videos. And it does so without needing labeled video text data or special encoders. It's a significant advancement in helping AI make sense of longer and more complex video content.
It's amazing to think about the possibilities. Imagine AI systems that can analyze entire sporting events to provide real-time insights for coaches and players, or security footage that can automatically detect and flag suspicious activity.
Exactly. And the innovations don't stop there. We found one more research paper on video, but this one focuses on video generation, and it introduces a pretty innovative concept called motion prompting.
Motion prompting? Sounds intriguing. How does that work?
This research addresses a fundamental limitation of existing video generation models, their heavy reliance on text prompts. Text can only convey so much, especially when trying to capture the nuances of dynamic actions and the temporal aspects of video.
So instead of just telling the AI what I want in the video, I can actually show it how I want things to move.
Precisely. Motion prompts guide video generation based on specific motion trajectories. Imagine being able to control camera movement, transfer motion between different subjects in a video, or even edit images within a video, all with a high degree of precision and realism.
Wow, that sounds like a whole new level of control for filmmakers and animators. It's like giving them a digital choreographer to bring their visions to life. But beyond the artistic applications, I can see this being incredibly useful in fields like robotics, where precise control over movement is essential.
You're exactly right. It's a great example of how research in one area can spark innovation and progress in seemingly unrelated fields.
It's like the boundaries between different areas of AI are starting to blur, and the possibilities are expanding exponentially.
Absolutely. And it's important to remember that these are just a few highlights from the vast and rapidly evolving world of AI. We'll be diving into even more groundbreaking advancements and discussing their implications in the next part of our deep dive.
Can't wait. But before we wrap up this segment, I wanted to share a quick tip for all the Python enthusiasts out there. Have you ever struggled with logging in Python?
Oh, tell me about it.
Right, it can be a bit of a headache.
A lot of developers find logging to be a tedious and often frustrating task. But there's this fantastic tool called Loguru that's designed to make your life much easier.
Loguru, I've never heard of it. What makes it so special?
Loguru takes away all the complexity of traditional Python logging. It handles all the formatting, file rotation, and retention automatically. So you don't have to spend hours configuring and managing your logging system.
So it's like a plug-and-play logging solution for Python?
Pretty much.
That sounds amazing. What kind of things can I use it for?
You can use it for anything that requires logging. From debugging your code to monitoring your models and tracking your data pipelines. It's incredibly versatile and easy to use.
I'm definitely going to check that out. Thanks for the tip. Well, that wraps up part 1 of our AI deep dive. We've covered a ton of ground, from OpenAI's latest releases to industry trends, research breakthroughs, and even a handy Python tool.
We've only scratched the surface of what's happening in the world of AI, but hopefully we've given you a good taste of the exciting possibilities and challenges that lie ahead.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve even deeper into these advancements and discuss what they mean for the future of AI and its impact on our lives. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the ever-evolving world of AI.
We've already explored some incredible advancements, but believe me, we've only just begun.
I'm ready for more. And you know, one thing that really stuck with me from part 1 was the introduction of ChatGPT Pro at $200 a month. Seems like a bold move, especially with so many free AI tools available these days.
Yeah, it definitely signals a shift in OpenAI strategy. They're recognizing that some users need more power, like professionals and organizations working on cutting-edge projects. They need more than the free tier can provide. So features like unlimited access to those advanced models,
Okay.
the O1 and GPT-4o, plus things like the 128K context window in Pro mode, those are designed for tackling some really complex problems.
I can definitely see the appeal for researchers, the ones pushing the boundaries of AI, or for developers building really intricate systems. It makes you wonder what kind of groundbreaking work people are doing with these advanced tools. Absolutely, and this ties back to those insights we were talking about. From the Assembly AI report, it seems like businesses are really starting to realize the potential of AI across all sorts of industries, particularly in areas like speech recognition and multimodal learning. The report actually highlighted a trend towards building custom AI solutions rather than just using off-the-shelf products. So that suggests a growing need for tools and frameworks that empower developers to create bespoke AI applications.
So we're moving beyond just consuming AI-powered services into an era where more people are becoming AI creators themselves. That's exciting. But it also makes me think about the skills needed to thrive in this new world. Earlier, we talked about prompt engineering and how the way you structure your prompts can significantly impact an AI's performance. It seems like mastering this new language of AI is becoming increasingly crucial.
You're absolutely right. As AI models become more complex and capable, knowing how to communicate with them effectively, well, it becomes paramount. It's not enough to just feed data into the system. You need to understand how to frame your questions, how to guide the AI towards the desired outcome, and of course, how to interpret its responses.
I guess it's kind of like learning to work with a highly skilled but slightly quirky colleague. You need to understand their strengths, their limitations, and how to communicate with them in a way that gets the best results.
That's a great analogy. And speaking of understanding limitations, we should acknowledge that not all advancements are met with universal applause. Sam Altman's comments about restricting access to research. For those companies supporting OpenAI's competitors, well, it sparked quite a bit of debate within the AI community.
That's right. Some see it as a way to protect OpenAI's investments and to ensure responsible development, while others are concerned about the potential for monopolies and stifled innovation. It's a complex issue with no easy answers.
Absolutely. And I think transparency is key in navigating these uncharted waters. As AI becomes more powerful and more pervasive, it's vital for organizations like OpenAI to clearly communicate their motives and to engage in open dialogue with the wider AI community.
Okay, so let's shift gears back to some of those incredible technical breakthroughs we talked about earlier. The research on scaling video training to 128 frames. Well, that really caught my attention. I mean, being able to process such long video sequences, it seems like it could revolutionize video understanding.
It really could. Imagine AI systems that can analyze entire movies, sporting events, even security footage. With a level of detail and comprehension that was previously unimaginable, this could have a major impact on fields like entertainment, sports analytics, and even law enforcement.
That's mind-blowing. And it's not just about understanding existing video content. We also talked about motion prompting for video generation, which allows you to guide video creation using specific motion trajectories. It seems like we're giving AI the ability to choreograph and design movements with incredible fluidity and precision.
Exactly. And this technology has the potential to empower filmmakers, animators, game developers, to create more realistic and expressive content than ever before. And as you mentioned earlier, the implications for fields like robotics and virtual reality, well, they're equally profound.
It's fascinating how these advancements are blurring the lines between different domains. It's like the creative possibilities are expanding exponentially.
Absolutely. But amidst all this excitement, we need to remember that AI is still a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for both good and bad.
That's an important point. As we develop increasingly powerful AI systems, we have a responsibility to ensure they're used ethically. And for the benefit of humanity, it's something we need to be actively thinking about and discussing as these technologies evolve.
I agree. Education and open dialogue are crucial. We need to equip people with the knowledge and the critical thinking skills to engage in informed conversations about AI and its impact on society.
I completely agree. AI literacy is essential for everyone, not just tech experts. We need to demystify these technologies and empower people to make informed decisions about how they interact with them.
And as we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible with AI, it's important to remember that we're all part of this journey. The choices we make today, well, they will shape the future of AI and its role in our world.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I'm left with a sense of both awe and cautious optimism. The case of innovation is truly remarkable, and the potential benefits are enormous, but we also need to proceed with awareness and responsibility, ensuring that AI remains a force for good.
That's a great way to sum it up. In the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore some potential futures of AI. We'll delve into the trends and predictions shaping the landscape, and we'll discuss what it all means for you. Stay tuned.
And we're back for the final part of our AI deep dive. It's been quite a journey, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it really has. We've explored so much.
Yes. We've seen some groundbreaking advancements, delved into industry trends, and even grappled with some of the ethical considerations surrounding this rapidly evolving field.
It feels like AI is changing so fast.
It really is. And now I think it's time to look ahead. Time to gaze into that crystal ball, so to speak. Where is all this incredible innovation heading? What might the future of AI hold? And how will it impact all of us, as individuals, as professionals, and as a global society?
Big questions.
I'm both excited and a bit apprehensive, if I'm honest. The possibilities seem limitless, but navigating this uncharted territory, well, it requires wisdom and foresight.
I think you're right.
So where do we even begin to unpack the future of AI?
Well, maybe let's start by reflecting on some of the key trends we've observed so far. One of the most significant, I think, is the convergence of technologies. Things like speech recognition, computer vision, and natural language processing, all coming together. And this convergence, it's leading to some increasingly sophisticated and integrated AI systems, like those multimodal models we talked about earlier, O1 and Florence-VL.
Right. Those models that can process and understand information from multiple sensory inputs. It's almost like giving AI a more human-like perception of the world.
Exactly. And this trend, well, it's likely to accelerate, leading to AI systems that can seamlessly integrate into our lives, understanding and responding to our needs in ways we can only imagine today.
It's almost like having a digital companion, one that can anticipate your every need, learn from your preferences, and personalize its interactions based on your unique personality and goals.
That's one potential outcome. And it does raise some interesting questions about privacy, data ownership, and the potential for manipulation.
You're right. It's not all sunshine and roses.
But it also presents an opportunity, I think, an opportunity to create truly human-centric AI systems, systems that augment our capabilities and enhance our well-being.
Okay, so personalized AI companions are on the horizon, maybe? What other potential futures are we looking at?
Well, another significant trend is the increasing democratization of AI. The tools and frameworks are becoming more accessible, empowering a wider range of people to create and deploy AI applications. We see this in the rise of no-code AI platforms and the emergence of AI agent frameworks like the one from Pydantic.
Right. Those tools are breaking down barriers, making AI less of an exclusive domain for experts. It seems like anyone with an idea and a bit of motivation can now harness the power of AI to solve problems and build innovative solutions.
Exactly. And as these tools become even more user-friendly and powerful, well, we can expect to see a surge in AI-driven innovation across various industries and domains.
That's an exciting prospect. But as we empower more people to create and deploy AI, the ethical considerations become even more critical, don't they? We touched on the debate surrounding OpenAI's strategic moves, but this conversation needs to happen on a much larger scale.
I agree. It's not enough to focus solely on the technological advancements. We must also consider the societal impact, the potential biases embedded within these systems, and the unintended consequences that may arise.
So it's about finding a balance between fostering innovation and ensuring responsible development.
Exactly.
We need to establish clear ethical guidelines and frameworks for AI development and deployment. And these guidelines need to be adaptable, responsive to the rapidly evolving nature of this field.
I think that's key, that adaptability.
Now let's venture a bit further into the realm of speculation. What are some of the long-term implications of these trends? What might the world look like in, say, 10 or 20 years, shaped by these advancements in AI?
Well, one possibility is the rise of AI-powered automation, which could transform entire industries, from manufacturing and logistics to healthcare and finance. Imagine robots capable of performing complex tasks with precision and efficiency, freeing up human workers to focus on more creative and strategic endeavors.
It's like a new industrial revolution.
Yeah.
But this time driven by AI, it sounds incredibly efficient. But I can also see it raising concerns about job displacement and the need for workforce retraining.
Those are valid concerns, absolutely. And we need to be prepared to address them proactively. However, this shift also presents an opportunity to create new jobs, new industries. That we can't even fathom today.
It's hard to imagine what those new jobs might be.
It really is. But I think the key is adaptability. We need to embrace lifelong learning to thrive in this evolving landscape.
So it's not about fearing the robots, it's about learning to work alongside them and leverage their strengths to enhance our own capabilities.
Exactly.
Now, let's push the boundaries of our imagination even further. What about the potential for AI to enhance human intelligence and creativity? We see early examples of this in tools like Copilot Vision, which augments our ability to understand information and extract insights.
Right. Imagine AI systems that can help us think more critically, solve problems more effectively, and generate novel ideas. Ideas that we might never have conceived on our own.
It's a tantalizing prospect, but it also raises some philosophical questions, doesn't it? Questions about the nature of intelligence, consciousness, and what it means to be human. If AI can enhance our cognitive abilities, does that make us more than human? Or does it blur the lines between human and machine in ways that we're not yet equipped to comprehend?
Those are profound questions, and they will likely occupy philosophers, scientists, and ethicists for generations to come. But one thing is certain. The future of AI is inextricably intertwined with the future of humanity. The choices we make today will have a ripple effect, shaping the trajectory of this technology and its impact on our world.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to bring it back to our listeners. What does all of this mean for them? What can they do to prepare for this future that's rapidly unfolding before us?
Well, the key takeaway, I think, is this. Embrace curiosity, stay informed, and be an active participant in shaping the future of AI. Don't shy away from the challenges or the ethical dilemmas. Engage in thoughtful conversations, ask tough questions, and demand transparency from those who are developing and deploying these technologies.
Remember, AI is a powerful tool. It can be used for good or for ill. But the future is not predetermined. It's something we create together through our choices and our actions.
So as we conclude this journey into the world of AI, I want to leave you with a final thought-provoking question. Given the rapid pace of AI development and the transformative potential it holds, what skills or knowledge areas do you think will be most valuable to learn or enhance in the coming year?
That's a good question. Take some time to reflect on that. Explore the resources available, and don't be afraid to experiment and push your own boundaries. This is an exciting time to be alive. And the future of AI, well, it's brimming with possibilities.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you found it insightful and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep questioning. The future of AI is in our hands.